Hey guys, we're back. Feed the beast, and as soon as I start recording, it starts to rain. Yeah. Another block spotlight. Continuing with thermal expansion, just like I did, thermal expansion with those. This time we're going to cover the Induction Smelter, Aqueous Accumulator, Igneous Extractor, and Magma Crucible. If you watched my previous spotlights, you would see that I used Magma Crucibles and Induction Smelters. I figured I would go ahead and cover those two. Let's start with the Induction Smelter. It is made with a bucket, 2 Invar ingots, a machine frame, redstone reception coil, and copper. That will give you Induction Smelter. The Invar that you need is 2 iron dust and 1 nickel dust. That will give you 3 Invar dust, and you just cook those. The machine frame and redstone reception coil. This is the machine frame. It's 4 iron, 4 glass, 1 gold. Reception coil is 2 redstone and 1 gold. So, yeah, that'll give you the Induction Smelter. The Aqueous Accumulator is made with the machine frame, same as that. Only this one requires a pneumatic servo, tin, glass, and a bucket. The pneumatic servo is 2 iron, 2 glass, 1 redstone. And that's the Aqueous Accumulator. The Igneous Extractor requires a piston, machine frame, glass, tin, pneumatic servo, again, pneumatic servo, machine frame, yep, and the Magma Crucible requires a bucket, machine frame, 2 nether brick, 2 copper, 1 redstone reception coil, and we covered the redstone reception coil here. So yeah, they're actually pretty freaking cheap to make. They all take MJ, which is Buildcraft? Yeah, Buildcraft power. So pretty much, any engine will run these. So yeah. Induction Smelter is, I just have them running off the redstone energy cells. They're good for smelting. It cuts out the need for a macerator. As long as you have sand. It requires sand to cook ore. So you put sand here. I mean, you can put sand there, but just sand. And your ore. And there you go. Gives you 2. There's a 5% chance to get rich slag as a byproduct. I went ahead and grabbed some here. And with the rich slag, if you use it, here, let's grab these out of here. If you use a rich slag to smelt, like your iron ore, you will get 3 iron instead of 2. And a 10% chance, there's a percentage chance to get regular slag when you use rich slag for smelting. You can do this with with like any of the ores, iron, gold, stuff like that. Lead, lead, and all those ores. The same with the rich slag way, but you have to make sure, you got to pull all that out if you. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Induction Smelter. It has outputs and inputs on every side except the front. And they are fully configurable. Right now it is outputting on the top. Yeah. You could change it to output on the side, right there. You can change, there's one input there, like say, so that's your sand. Your sand would end up here. And then purple, which is the back of it, you can change that to, say, the top, and so you have your ores come in the top, you have your sand come in the side, and yeah, they'll go in that way, and then they'll come out this way. So yeah, so there you go. There's the Induction Smelter. The next thing we're going to cover is the Aqueous Accumulator. The Aqueous Accumulator will generate water, but as you can see, it is extremely slow. The minimum amount of water you want to have next to the Aqueous Accumulator is 2. 2. Because as you can see, I added a bucket of water next to it, and it's still super slow. But if we toss an Aqueous Accumulator here, as you can see, it goes up by a bucket each time. What most people, myself included, tend to do is make a 3x3 area of water and place it directly in the center. I'm pretty sure it's not needed, the 3x3. I think most people just do it just to ensure that it makes the water as quick as possible. This only has output. There is no input, and it requires no power. So if you have it just sitting out like this, it'll draw moisture from the air and create it very, very slowly. This way, it just since this is considered infinite water, this will just continuously suck it up. Send it through here. This is Liquiduct. We'll cover that in another spotlight. And yeah, so there's the Aqueous Accumulator. Like I say, the minimum amount of water you want to have around it is 2 source blocks, like that. That's probably the best way to do it right there. Again, most people do it this way. It is completely up to you. Next we have the Igneous Extruder. You can make cobblestone, stone, and obsidian with the Igneous Extruder. To make cobblestone, all you need is 1 bucket, which is 1,000 microbuckets of lava, and 1 bucket of water, and it will never run out. It will just forever make cobblestone. So it's a cobblestone generator, but it requires power. Or, no, it doesn't. Sorry, I thought it required power. But no, it does not require power. And like I say, if you're making cobblestone, you need a bunch of cobblestone. Just set these things to go and put 1 bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava. To put it in there, you just right-click on it with your bucket or your can, and it'll just automatically go in. But yeah, cobble, if you're making cobble, you don't have to worry about it running out. It'll just forever make cobble. If you switch to stone, we will see that the lava will go down. See, it went from 3984 to 3982 to 3980, and it is also using water. So you will need a continuous source of lava and a continuous source of water for stone. Obsidian, you will definitely need continuous sources of both. It uses a full bucket of each for each piece of obsidian. So as you can see, it's going down. It'll go down to 972, and they say that 1,000 is a bucket. And yeah, as you can see, it's just under 1,000 and can make no more. So like I say, you will need continuous water and continuous lava. Now if I turn this will fill up, this will make lava. Or, not lava, obsidian, because now it has lava and water. So yeah, if you need obsidian, this is, it's a good good source of obsidian if you've got the lava. Like I say, water is extremely useful to get pretty much infinite, especially with the accumulators. So yeah, there's that. And then, you know, like everything else, it has inputs and outputs. Well, yeah. The orange is output, blue is input. So this will automatically, like, you see I've got the lava coming in this side, but the lava's actually on this side. This, you know, this will, the block itself will determine where the stuff goes. So it doesn't matter, you can put lava in the back and it'll still end up here. And then the output, you could have, you know, whatever you're making. Right now it's set to the bottom. So you would have, you know, you'd suck out the obsidian from the bottom, and yeah. So that's that. Next is the Magma Crucible. The Magma Crucible can be used to turn cobblestone or netherrack. I don't have any netherrack, apparently. Did I? Yeah. I don't know where my netherrack is. So, we will grab a Magma Crucible and a redstone energy cell. Redstone energy cell. We'll put this here, that behind it. The more power you can feed these guys, the faster they work. Oh, and as you can see, it turned that piece of cobblestone into lava. It's a 1 bucket of lava per cobblestone. And let's grab some netherrack. It uses 24,000 MJ to turn 1 cobblestone into lava. It uses 12,000 MJ to turn 1 netherrack into lava. So if you've got, you know, if you're in the nether and collecting a bunch of netherrack and you need lava for some reason, you know, nether lava, use the Magma Crucible. Yeah. You can set tanks just right next to it or hook it up to some waterproof pipes and it'll drain out. Same, you know, inputs and outputs. The input is like your cobble or netherrack or whatever. Your output is lava. It can also be used, like if you're trying to make tesseracts, you need molten ender eye or ender pearl. It can be used to make molten ender pearl, like that. It can also be used to make molten redstone for this guy. Molten redstone. And as you can see, it's automatically going into the tank. It's kind of weirding out, but yeah. Yeah, there. Now you can see it. So yeah, the Magma Crucible is quite handy. You know, you can run some pipes from this into some magmatic engines or thermal generators or geothermal generators, and you know, run off of lava. And you can also use that for making tesseracts and energy cells and energy conduit and all of that. I think that's about going to do it for this one. Hopefully you guys found it informative. I know I kind of derped up there a little bit, but I hope I didn't miss anything. Like I say, they are all fairly cheap to make. Well, actually, they're quite cheap to make. I think the most expensive part is the nickel, especially if you're just starting out. Nickel's somewhat hard to come by. But if you've got an industrial centrifuge, you can centrifuge gold, I think it is. Gold or iron, and you can get nickel. So, yeah. But that's the induction smelter. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. We will cover some more thermal expansion stuff. Yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.